Money. It's a word that stirs deep emotions, hope, fear, ambition. Some people seem to have a natural way with it, while others struggle their entire lives. Some master its art, while most of us are still chasing it. To many, money is just numbers on spreadsheets, a problem to solve with logic and math. But here's the truth. Financial decisions are rarely made with calculators. They're made in the midst of emotions, at dinner tables, through conversations tinged with ego, pride, fear, and personal histories. Money is not just about cold, hard arithmetic. It's about the human element, the behaviors, the choices, the stories that shape how we manage it. And here's the kicker. Financial success depends more on how you behave than on how much you know. This concept, beautifully captured by Morgan Housel in his book, The Psychology of Money, reveals the fascinating human side of finance. Let's explore the emotions, the behaviors, and the principles that drive our financial lives, and discover how we can use these lessons to transform our relationship with money. 1. Your financial DNA, the foundation of your money mindset. We each come into this world with a unique financial DNA, shaped by our upbringing, our experiences, and the economic conditions of our time. Your parents' income, the values they instilled, the opportunities you had growing up, all these factors influence how you see and handle money. For instance, think about generational differences in financial perspectives. If you were born in 1970, you would have witnessed the S&P 500 grow tenfold during your teens and 20s. This boom would likely have encouraged you to invest and view the stock market positively. But if you were born in 1950, the stock market's stagnation during your youth might have left you wary of investing. Similarly, those who came of age during the inflation-heavy 1960s are more alert to inflation's dangers, while those born in 1990, who grew up in a period of relative price stability, might not see it as a major concern. These early experiences shape our financial attitudes in powerful ways. How can you apply this? Reflect on your own financial experiences. What were the money lessons you absorbed growing up? Were you taught to save, to invest, or to avoid debt? If you've inherited unhelpful money habits, it's not too late to rewrite your story. Start small. Learn about budgeting, explore investment options, or simply start tracking your expenses. 2. Behavior over knowledge. Why financial success is a mindset. When it comes to money, we often think we need more information or better tools to succeed. But as Housel reminds us, it's less about IQ and more about EQ, your emotional intelligence and self-control. Imagine two people. One earns $100,000 a year, but spends $95,000, leaving only $5,000 for savings. The other earns $50,000, but spends just $40,000, saving $10,000 annually. Who is building more wealth? It's the second person, despite earning less. Why? Because their behavior, spending less than they earn, is more critical than their income level. Ways to implement this: cultivate habits that prioritize saving and investing over spending. Start by saving just 10% of your income, no matter how much you earn. Over time, increase this percentage as your financial literacy grows. Focus on building an emergency fund with 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This simple step can prevent financial disasters when unexpected events occur. The power of compounding, the miracle of time. If there's one principle that can transform your financial life, it's compounding. Think about this. Warren Buffett, the legendary investor, didn't become wealthy overnight. In fact, $81.5 billion of his $84.5 billion fortune came after his 65th birthday. His success wasn't just about smart investments. It was about starting early and letting time work its magic. Here's a simple way to understand compounding. Imagine you invest $1,000 at an 8% annual return. After 1 year, you earn $80, bringing your total to $1,080. In year 2, that $1,080 earns 8%, or $86.40. Now you're earning interest on your interest, and over time, this effect accelerates exponentially. Make it work for you. Start investing as early as possible, even if the amount is small. The earlier you begin, the more time compounding has to work. Avoid withdrawing from your investments prematurely. Think of your money as a snowball rolling down a hill. Every interruption slows its growth. 4. Optimism versus pessimism. Finding balance in a fearful world. Optimism is the belief that things will improve over time, even if setbacks occur. But when it comes to money, many of us lean toward pessimism. Why? Because negative events, like market crashes, grab our attention immediately. Meanwhile, slow, positive progress often goes unnoticed. Consider this. A 40% stock market dip in 6 months makes headlines, but a gradual 140% increase over 6 years barely registers. Actionable next steps. Shift your focus from short-term setbacks to long-term gains. When the market dips, resist the urge to panic sell. Instead, remind yourself of your long-term goals. Practice gratitude by tracking your progress over time, whether it's paying off debt, saving for a home, or building an emergency fund. The role of luck and risk. Humility in the face of uncertainty. Success in life and money often comes down to a mix of luck and risk. Take Bill Gates, for example. In 1968, his high school was one of the few in the world with access to a computer. This rare opportunity helped him and Paul Allen create Microsoft. But luck has a sibling, risk. Gates' friend, Kent Evans, equally brilliant, died young in a mountaineering accident, missing the chance to make history alongside him. Your path to making it real. Acknowledge the role of luck in your successes and the presence of risk in your failures. This perspective will keep you humble and grounded. Diversify your investments and prepare for uncertainties. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, whether it's your job, business, or stock portfolio. 6. Happiness and wealth, the freedom equation. Wealth often promises happiness, but does it deliver? According to Housel, true happiness comes from having control over your time, the freedom to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want. Yet many people sacrifice their time for money, working long hours, giving up control over their lives. How to use this in your life. Prioritize financial independence by living below your means and saving aggressively. The more you save, the sooner you can buy back your time. Resist lifestyle inflation. Instead of upgrading your car or home with every raise, channel extra income into savings or investments. 7. Tail events. The hidden drivers of success. Not every decision in life or business yields significant results. Success often hinges on a small number of tail events, outliers that account for most outcomes. Take Heinz Berggruen, a renowned art dealer. He acquired many works, but only a few turned into masterpieces that defined his career. The same applies to investing. Venture capitalists. No, most startups will fail, but a handful of successes generate massive returns. Similarly, Amazon's Prime and AWS services, just 2 outliers, account for much of its success, even though other ventures failed. Practical steps you can take. Expect failures as part of the journey. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on identifying and nurturing potential outliers in your work, investments, or projects. When investing, build a diversified portfolio to increase your chances of hitting a tail event. 8. True wealth versus richness, the hidden treasure. Richness is what you see. Flashy cars, expensive clothes, luxurious homes. Wealth, on the other hand, is what you don't see. Unspent savings, investments, and financial security. The distinction is critical. Many people who appear rich are actually living paycheck to paycheck, funding their lifestyles with debt. Putting this into action, track your net worth, not your possessions. Focus on building assets, savings, investments, and property that grow over time. Practice mindful spending. Ask yourself, will this purchase bring lasting value, or am I just trying to impress others? 9. Paying the price of success. The reality of risk investing is often compared to climbing a mountain. The risks, volatility, fear, and uncertainty are the price you pay for reaching the summit. Many people try to avoid this cost, attempting to time the market or chase quick gains. But true success comes from understanding and accepting these challenges as part of the process. How can you apply this? Embrace a long-term mindset. View market dips as opportunities to invest invest at lower prices, not as reasons to panic. Educate yourself on the history of market cycles. Understanding that volatility is normal can help you stay calm during downturns. 10. Knowing when enough is enough. The relentless pursuit of more often leads to dissatisfaction. Take Bernie Madoff, for example. Despite already being wealthy, he resorted to fraud to climb higher and lost everything. True wealth lies in knowing when to stop. Ways to implement this. Define your enough. What does financial independence look like for you? Use this as your benchmark rather than constantly moving the goalposts. Practice gratitude daily. Recognize and celebrate what you have instead of focusing solely on what's next. Final thoughts. Building your legacy. Money isn't just a tool for survival. It's a reflection of your values, discipline, and vision. By understanding the psychology of money, you can transform your financial journey into one of purpose and fulfillment. Start today. Reflect on your financial habits. Embrace patience. Focus on what truly matters. Remember this: financial success isn't about having everything. It's about having enough. Take the first step toward building a legacy that aligns with your values and brings true freedom and happiness. If you found this video helpful, I ask you to subscribe to become better being. Like and share with your friends and family.